maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Howell. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Back to Robinson now on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. No gain on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Howell now to throw it. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Thomas. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And it's caught. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
The score. Commanders 7, Eagles 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. 63. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Shrugs the tackle. Nice. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for Philly. And even 50 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. From the gun, it's Hurts. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return will stop right around the 25. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Great.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown, and the Eagles have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Powell. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And Howe will throw it. That is caught. Finding space at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Howe, he'll look to throw it. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
That's another Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. The solid stiff arm. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Howe's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Howell trying to get his offense to hurry up and get set. Howell out of the shotgun. Buying time to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Gibson is in. Touchdown, Commanders.
I don't think it's any state secret. You know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Throwing is Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. line, able to put this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 46 yards. And the Eagles have retaken a third quarter lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Commanders 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Robinson up the middle. Dropped at the 35, so able to display his strength, but not much room to operate. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. This time they'll throw it with Howell. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. Straight ahead, Gibson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this is fielded just short of the goal line, but the fair catch means this drive will begin at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Hurts going to move him around.
At the 26-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. From the gun, here's Swift. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to.
Ready up.
Faking the handoff. Howell. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, 43 yards. And the Commanders are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Sly on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
73. Hey, easy, 63, pass.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Great.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. They run out of the gun with Swift. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Second down, here's Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Washington Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Again, it's Robinson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Hand off now to Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Commanders are an extra point away from making this